What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing the unveiling of the new Civivi Baltisk. Let's get into it. It could be called Baltusk. I think I said Baltisk just a minute ago, but I'm very excited about this one for a couple reasons. It is a large hand friendly knife. This is the Migron Moriaro, 50 bucks, 14C 28N G10. Really good value for money right there. I'm in the middle of testing that one to do the review, so I can do a revisit to that one to let you know about the consistency. But I'm very excited for this for a couple of reasons. One, it's a full size knife. Two, it is my first time getting Civivi with this particular setup. So you're still getting Civivi stickers, product and warranty. I love the color of this pop of green that they do with their microfiber cloths, really nice. And then you get some product information. But as you can see here, does it take? Oh no, I picked up my very first Civivi knife with Altum finish on it. So originally I wasn't sure about Altum, and then when I kind of spent some more time with it, I picked up this particular Altum here from Griffin Tool. This one here being the is this the Griffin driver? I always mix it up by Combat Beads, or is this the Combat Bead driver and it's on Griffin Tool? So one way or the other. Now, one thing that I've said about Altum, when it's thin like this, and I could tell it was thin by the pictures because of how light it is. When Altum is, really thinly cut, people say it looks like, when you're dehydrated, it looks like the pee color. But I think Altum has a very nice amber look to it. And what I may do in future, I may pick up the blacked out hardware version and kind of swap it like I did with my Vision FG. But I really have grown to like the Altum. And what was interesting here, and you could tell in the pictures, was it has micro milling on it and some milling lines. So I do have some plans for this. But the other reason that I'm really excited, again, full size, first one that I've ever gotten from Civivi with their Altum. And they do a good job with their scale, even though this one's shadow boxed. But it's my first one, and what I've heard is their new Damascus. Now, some people get confused because they see and hear Damascus, and I think they believe it's Damasteel. This is not Damasteel. But the reason I'm excited is because my understanding is the core has been bumped up from 9CR to VG10. And then the married steel that they use to get the Damascus look, I think is like 440C, one of the 400s. But the core being VG10 is going to be a little bit of a bump for edge retention. But if you're getting the Damascus, you're not really getting this for its performance, in my opinion. And I totally went for the look on this one. I just wanted to check it out. Hang on one second. I haven't picked up a Civivi Damascus blade in a long time. It was actually the mini Aticus, and this is the 9CR with I believe it's 9CR and 10CR, which is very similar to VG10. And you can see that it used to be a very dark Damascus that they did. So whatever was going on with the 9CR, I feel like the 9CR stain was still holding a little bit. And it looks like the core VG10 is able to come out a little bit more polished. So that's another reason why I wanted to check it out. You guys probably don't see this one a lot. I think it's been discontinued. But the mini Aticus is like a hollow ground. Like, this is a really thin slicey blade, and I picked it up with the wood and the Damascus just because I wanted to check it out. And this is still like one of my favorite Civivis, even though it's a flipper only. But just, a really thin slicey EDC that I think is still very classy looking. So I really like this one. But we're going to set this aside because that's not what we're here talking about. It's got your typical Civivi hit list, reversible, nested in this case, because sometimes they're not, pocket clip. You got hollowed out liners that you can see through the Altum. Very thin Civivi and Syncut has moved away from like their thicker brazen style knives, and gone to a little bit more thinner. So I was really interested in this one. I really like the blade shape and the handle. Kind of gives me Praxis vibes without the double cutout for the fingers. And I'm really just interested in spending some time with everything and kind of, going from there. And also I see picking up and these start at 63 with 14C 28N and G10 and steel liners. I know I just mentioned the Moyarl has that at under 50, which is extremely good pricing, but for just over 60 bucks for a full size knife like this, G10 options and 14C 28N, I think it's a great knife. Going to be a good for if you like a little bit more full size. I'm able to get all 4 fingers on here comfortably, and I'll do a full review of this for anyone out there that's interested. Again, I may pick up the blacked out one and just take the scales and swap not the scales, I'm sorry, the liners and everything, and swap it over and keep the Damascus, because I think the Altum I think it would pop with the blacked out hardware in the back. I think it's going to give it more of that amber look and less of that light beer look. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to know about the Bull Tusk, let me know, and I'll make sure that I'll try to cover that in the full review. Shout out to everyone out there that leaves the likes, comments, and is subscribed. I love you guys. Thank you for the support, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.